Welcome back. Still at that 53.40 odd mark for the Nifty, awaiting the European market cues. The futures currently point to a bit of a soft start. So I think the CAC futures are down close to about 0.5%. That as well should come up for you on your screen. Opening in is about 10 minutes or so. What's trying to provide some support to the market are three sectors. One is power, maybe on the back of yesterday Attorney General's comments that the CERC, that's the power regulator, should hear the power company's plea, and maybe it has the ability to revise the tariff as well, even if binding PPAs have been signed between the Gencos and the utilities. So that's perhaps the reason why Tata Power, NTPC, both these stocks are holding up in the green. The second sector looking good is your IT names, perhaps one of the sectors where you are seeing good growth. So TCS and Infosys, both of them have been the outperformer this entire series, rallying close to about 8 to 10% this series. And of course, HUL and ITC, which we often speak about as well, are looking quite smart. But apart from that, things are status quo. So let's turn our attention to all your personal finance queries. Harsh Rungta of ApnaPaisa.com is our expert for the day, and we've got a caller waiting by to get his queries solved from Harsh. It's P. Shah Jahan, who calls us from Salem in Tamil Nadu with his question. Hi, what's your question?
Good afternoon, ma'am. Actually, I want to invest around, I can invest 2,000 rupees per month for the next 3 years.
Okay.
So I need a equity-linked mutual fund so that I can accumulate around 4 lakh rupees.
Okay. Harsh, what's the advice that you would give him?
Well, I think first of all, Mr. Shahjahan, I am assuming that you're not doing this. Are you doing this only for tax purposes? Are you talking of the ELSS scheme?
Sir, no, sir. Already for tax saving, already I am investing in principal personal. Right. Principal personal tax saver.
Right.
1,000 rupees per month.
Okay. Okay. So then, Mr. Shahjahan, if your horizon is only 3 years, first of all, two things. If your horizon is only 3 years, then I would hesitate to recommend equity for you, because and definitely not 100% equity. At best, I would recommend a very conservative debt plan, which would have about 80-85% debt and about maximum of 15 to 20% of equity. There clearly at 2,000 rupees, even if you take a return of around 9% post-tax, you would be able to accumulate 80,000 rupees and not really more. Even if you do equity, which I do not advise at all, I would not, you would not be able to get 4 lakhs in 3 years. I mean, that's completely very unrealistic expectation, and I don't think you will be able to meet it. You will have to increase the amount that you want to invest if at the end of 3 years you want to accumulate 4 lakhs, and as I said, doing it through the equity route is extremely risky.
Okay, there you are, Mr. Shah Jahan. You will have to scale down the expectation or scale up your savings at the rate of 24,000 a year and 75,000 in 3 years. To expect it to grow to 4 lakhs would be a tall ask, even if you went into equities. Okay, that's more news coming on CAG report and ONGC exploration tabled in Parliament. Okay, that's more fodder perhaps for noise, but at the moment, of course, they are adjourned, the Houses of Parliament, and will not open till 2 o'clock. We'll take a break. We are not done with our personal finance segment. We have more viewers waiting with their questions. Stay right there. We are back in a minute. Welcome back. There was some allegations or rather accusations made by the CAG report on ONGC, but this one is more important. Ravi Uppal to resign from L&T. That was a high-profile appointment into L&T, and now Mr. Uppal leaves. L&T stock, well, just reacted a wee bit after that news came in. It's been weak from the word go, and just a little bit more of weakness in that stock. But the power equipment industry has other problems, perhaps, with the markets not taken this too seriously as of now. But let's wait and see, give it more time. Let's get back to our personal finance.
In fact, just a few days back on this very same thing, there were speculation, or there were reports in the media suggesting that Ravi Uppal will resign as the MD and CEO of L&T Power, and he will join KN India after Rahul Dhir stepped down. So these were just reports of speculation in the papers. And even at that time, Ravi Uppal did say that, he does not want to comment further and all this is just pure speculation.
Okay.
But okay, there it's come. Ravi Uppal is seen joining ASK India as the CEO.
It just says seen joining, so let's wait by for confirmation from Mr. Uppal himself. Okay, we have got our personal finance segment going, and we have a viewer joining us from Ludhiana. This is Anil Verma joining us from Ludhiana. Anil ji, go ahead. What is your question? Hello, Anil Verma, can you hear me? Okay, I don't know if it's a problem with the lines. Anil Verma wants to invest 10,000 a month for a period of 8 years. Quite an achievement because he is already 59, but he's a professional, so perhaps will have his job even after he's 60. Has ability to invest for another 8 years, 10,000 a month, so that's 80,000 a year for 8 years. Has a goal of 35 lakhs before retirement. That will be what, 6.5 lakhs that he thinks he can invest. To you, Harsh, do you think it's possible at all?
I think first of all, this kind of a piecemeal approach might really not be good, because when you advise somebody, you need to know his entire asset allocation, and especially since he is very close to retirement, he is already 59. But just let's assume that he has enough room for equity. I think an 8-year period, and we don't even know, I think he's mentioned 35 lakhs as his target. Whether it is 35 lakhs today, or does he want 35 lakhs 8 years hence? Because if it's 35 lakhs 8 years hence, it's 19 lakhs today, in today's value. And if it is 35 lakhs today's value, it's 65 lakhs 8 years hence. For an 8-year investment, 10,000 rupees per month, roughly, that's about 10 lakhs if he invests. He should be able to get a return of total amount of about 17 lakhs in a balanced fund. If he wants to get the full amount of 35 lakhs, he'll have to invest about 39,000 rupees in a balanced fund every month. Again, as I said, this is piecemeal. Maybe you need to really look at his total requirements, including the risks that he carries, and probably it would have been better if we had been able to speak to him and find out how is he placed on those issues.
All right. Let's hope Anil heard your advice on this. Important that he shouldn't be extending himself when he's so close to retirement. Let's take a break on that note. Thanks a lot for joining us, Harsh, with those pieces of advice. We have to get to European opening. Okay, how the European markets opened.